Hey everybody, DrLevelUp here. I have to admit, Sony's February 2021 State of Play did not really excite me very much, minus Kena Bridge of Spirits. However, my hype levels were immediately revitalized when I saw the train chugging down the tracks. It wasn't surprising to see a PlayStation 5 upgrade to Final Fantasy VII Remake, but the moment we saw Yuffie, it actually took a second for my brain to connect with the fact that she wasn't in the version of the game I played back in April and May of 2020. That's right, some of the rumors surrounding DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake are true, and this first episode stars everyone's favorite ninja Yuffie, along with a few new friends who we're going to get to know as we wait on Remake Part 2. From the looks of the trailer, we'll get to learn what she has been up to while everyone else has been hanging out in Midgar. It would be safe to assume that she's going to join the cast in Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 whenever it comes out. This new package, called Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, will launch on June 10th, 2021 for the PlayStation 5. If you own the digital or physical versions of Final Fantasy VII Remake for PS4, you will be able to upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version for free. However, it must be noted that this new content starring Yuffie will not be free and must be purchased. Honestly, I'm incredibly excited that Square Enix has decided to release DLC to satisfy our curiosity while they work hard on the next full game. I love the fact that it's likely going to expand the story, perhaps even advancing it beyond what we learned at the end of Remake Part 1, teasing new things, new characters, and new adventures. What do you think about this Yuffie DLC? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, while you're doing that, would you mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already? I'd really appreciate it. Square Enix's multi-part Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade has also all of the technical and graphical improvements that you would expect from a PS5 upgrade. Decreased load times, better visual effects, but I am far more interested in this new part of the story featuring Yuffie. I'm curious if they'll release more DLC in the future to expand the story. Anyway, I'm all for it and ready for anything remake related Square Enix will throw at me. I was a little bit surprised to hop onto Twitter after the announcement and not see a PC or Xbox version announced for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really thought with the exclusivity agreement expiring in the middle of March that we would hear something about it. Maybe we won't hear anything about it till after that exclusivity agreement's up. Who knows? We'll find out eventually. Beyond Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, Square Enix also announced a couple of other interesting things, one of them of higher note than the other, at least in my opinion. One is a mobile game that is a battle royale shooter, not really into that, and then the other is Final Fantasy VII Remake Pocket Edition, basically. It's a mobile game that retells the entire story in visual novel style with turn-based combat. I'm gonna have to get an iPad, I guess, to play this. Anyway, very interesting. I'm excited to see that Square Enix is doing more with Final Fantasy VII Remake, expanding this universe and letting us live in it and have a ton of fun with it. I am totally hyped for this new Yuffie DLC and will definitely be playing through the entire game when it comes out again, along with that Yuffie DLC. If you would like to see my Final Fantasy VII Remake review, you can click right up here in the top right and watch that in its entirety. I would warn you, it's one of my older reviews and not one of the best ones I've ever done, but it's still there, and I would love it if you would watch it if you're interested at all. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.